talk about individual songs as we go through here. And you talked about Mistake. Tell me about this one, Tom, because this one's really close to home. And then we're going to talk about the video for this song, which is fantastic. So let's start with talking about the track itself.
I'm in a relationship now that's really healthy for me. And previously, I wasn't always in relationships that were set up to succeed, shall we say. And I realized that during the pandemic, when I was with my girlfriend Stephanie all the time, we lived together and we're together all the time. And we were in a room essentially every day. And I realized that how lucky I was to be with her and how much she meant to me and you know, how different a relationship it was from my past. And I started to write a song about it, but I get very nervous about being too exposed. So I usually twist it a little bit or disguise it a little bit. So I wrote this song, which is autobiographical about meeting somebody, but being afraid of the challenge of that person, because she was very different than anybody I'd ever been in a relationship with before. And she challenged me in ways that I was uncomfortable with. And I was very nervous about it, but I took the risk, and things did work out. In the beginning, when we first tried to be in a relationship, there was some complications. I was, you know, getting divorced and all these things. And so we tried for a little while. It was really intense. We split for a little while, and then we got back together. But in the song, I didn't want it to be too close to home because like I said, I don't like to be too exposed. So I masked it just a little bit by saying this guy out of his comfort zone meets this girl. She challenges him. She's like this mesmerizing, magnetic person. And he's not sure that, you know, he can withstand the fire of that. And so he does take a leap of faith and do it. In the song, I made it more of a dramatic story where she leaves him and it doesn't work out. But when we were doing the video, when we were discussing it, we didn't really want it to be that sad ending. So at the very end of the video, she comes back. And it's funny because that actually mimicked what happened in real life. Stephanie and I met. We were friends for a long time. And then her relationship ended. My marriage was ending. We started to get together, and we both thought, oh, you know, this is a lot going on here. So she took a break from that. And then I played a show, and, you know, you see somebody in the big lights with the guitar, and, you know, as many people understand, like musicians, you know, are, you know, attractive in their own way. So she was really interested in that. And when she came to see me play, she was like, oh, I see this side of you. I like it. So she came to a show, and at the end of the video, we put that in there too.
So that was the twist that was different, you know, from the actual story of the song.
Yeah.
Tell me about the making this video, because, I mean, during the pandemic, you found a way to have a fun experience to enjoy to make this clip. You had my one of my best friends, Pete Santiago, in there as the driver. Yep. You also, but tell me about, you know, getting the venue to clear you guys to play, and the experience of making it. Go through that process with me.
So we had done a video for a previous EP called Who Do You Blame? And we recorded it in Joe's basement on an iPhone just because we wanted to see if we could do it. And that came out pretty good. And then we were going to do a video for the song Now, which we did, but I recorded that on an iPhone in my house. And for this video, I wanted to have more of a concept, less of a me staring at the, you know, into the camera singing thing. I called the Brighton Bar, which is a place that I played more than any other club, and I'm friends with the owner, Greg, and I asked Greg if we could come down on an off night and record the live piece of that. And I didn't want to do just a performance video. I wanted to do a concept, and I met with George McMorrow from Cinecall, and we talked about all the different scenarios, and we came up with a storyboard, which was a lot of fun. And then the story was just, I'm reminiscing about this girl that changed my life, who's gone from my life, and I am reminiscing all the way to this gig, and I get there, and then we're playing the last half of this song, and at the very end, she's there. So it was fun to do, and Pete didn't crash. Pete Santiago didn't crash at any point in time. He was a very good driver, and you know, Pete's a great guy, and he's a good sport, and he looked good in the Cadillac, I got to tell you.
Yeah, he definitely did. It's really, and it was a great one for that single.